becomes very clear, I don't know how to say this delicately, that he's just gone out of his way to fucking thrash a disabled man in sport.
Not the right word. Something very important to speak about. Something very disappointing to bring up.
It's a borderline intervention. I would say it's more of a hearing, maybe?
Yeah,
No.
more. I think, you know what? I think it's just more of, you know what this is?
Is it a disciplinary meeting?
No, I think this is a heartfelt talk with our good friend Keelan
Okay.
to just discuss his recent behaviour.
Okay.
Yeah, come,
on
pull
in.
up a chair, mate. Grab a chair. Pull up a chair right next to me. Or right next to Luke. No worries. No, right next to me or Luke. Who cares? Doesn't matter, okay? The point is, we need to have this heartfelt discussion. Yeah, pull up a chair next to me, okay? Actually, maybe, you know what? Pull up a chair next to Luke. I don't want to sit next to you after this. Right? Actually, no, you know what? You can sit next to me. Actually, Luke, do you want to swap with me?
No.
Okay. Keelan. Now, obviously, the Pro Lab swim team's been going great. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah.
We went pretty strong today.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I actually joined the swim team today.
Yep. Welcome to the team,
My
mate.
first ever session.
It's great to
Thanks
have
so
you.
much.
Yeah, no worries. And you know what? I was pleasantly surprised with your ability in the water.
Is this about my coaching?
No. We'll get to it, mate. You just sit back, relax. Let us paint the scene, and then we'll get to it. You should be stressed. No, but relax. But you know, don't get too relaxed. You were great. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Yeah.
There
How
was
did you feel in the water?
Well, I felt great. I think you severely underestimated the fact that I used to leave the house as a kid.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like-
no, but you really undersold yourself.
No,
time.
I just fairly said I haven't swum in a pool in about 15 years.
Seeing you swim really upset me. Seeing you swim for the first time was like, fuck.
The last time I swum was in a princess dress at a school swimming carnival as a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah. And I think watching you swim for the first time in like how long?
Well, I stopped actually squad swimming in grade 6, so when I was 12.
Yeah, so you haven't swam since you were 12 years old, and I reckon
actually
seeing
13
you in the
years.
pool, I was like, oh, that's like me after 2 months of doing it every day.
You're not naturally sporty.
No.
Like, you're not... It's kind of like riding a bike. Like, what...
Yeah, I never
was
learned
doing
how to
butterfly.
ride the
I hadn't done
bike.
butterfly in probably, 13
Way
years.
better than me.
Yeah. Like, more just technique.
Well, I wouldn't say it's...
My coaching for sure.
Well, okay, well, he just joined, and he started doing it of his own volition, so...
He joined and he was great, and it's first day of me coaching him.
That's true.
All right, I'll give it to you on a
The
technicality.
results, you can't really argue with that, actually.
Yeah, okay, well,
Keelan became
great
my
coaching.
coach.
Great coaching. And you know what? This conversation doesn't really have anything to do with your coaching. I think the coaching's great.
Just before we move on,
Yeah.
also nailed my first dive.
Yeah?
Which this is, again, the
Yeah.
confusion of from me a few weeks ago going, why is there such discussion about the quality of your dives? Like, to me, diving was like, entering the pool was never the problem.
Yeah.
I was never like, must enter the pool, you really talk about it like it's this big thing. Like, man,
I am really struggling with my dive. Every time I dive, I'm in pain. Because...
Yeah, right. You slap your knees. So Lewis is so long that he dives at the same trajectory as a normal person, and his body goes in, but his legs are they're so long.
By
that
the time-
his feet
yeah.
just clap the water and just bang.
By the time my toes are in the pool, I'm halfway to the other end.
yeah, it's very impressive. That's why he's not a very strong swimmer,
I was actually
because
thinking...
he hardly has to swim.
I was thinking that when it comes down to like with Olympic athletes, when it comes down to like milliseconds, right? A guy who's my height versus a guy who's like regular height, even if they're swimming just as fast as each other, a guy my height's going to win just because he has an extra couple hand lengths in the pool. So that's maybe why I'm so good, because
Yeah,
I'm
so-
just tall.
Today we went down to a local pool here in Perth.
Yep.
And we were versing our first race as a swim team.
Our first race, we
Me-
actually we got hit up, right? The swim team at the moment is Coach Keelan, and then I'm team captain.
No, I just said I'm captain.
Yeah, you can't be coach and captain, all right? Captain is the best swimmer. So I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So, and then also Luke is the mascot, and then we have Meg, who's a full-fledged member. Yeah. Meg, and we got hit up by a Paralympic athlete, Ben Popham, or as Keelan likes to say,
Popham.
You didn't say me.
Oh, Meg.
no.
Popham,
Yeah,
No,
pop
it's
ham.
definitely pop him.
He won gold in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the
2 golds. He's an incredible
two
athlete.
gold medals. He's in the T8 category. He has cerebral palsy, or is it cerebral palsy?
I don't know how you say it.
not sure how to
Cerebral
pronounce
palsy, cerebral palsy.
Anyway, absolute legend. Came to your show last night as well.
Yeah,
King,
great guy.
King. And so our idea was, look, he's a Paralympian. I am.
We're amateur at best.
I have been resting though, tapering for this.
Since you were 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of rest. So we thought we could do a 4x50 relay against him by himself doing 200 meters.
Yeah. So Ben, right, took up the challenge and showed up, right, with big confident energy. He brought, not only did he show up wearing his Olympic, like Australian team Speedos, like the green and gold with the Olympics logo on.
That was an alpha move.
Big alpha move, big flex, but then I think he pushed it maybe a little bit over the line when he brought his fucking gold medal to the pool. Like, just, you need the swimmers, you don't need the medal.
No,
but that is big boss energy. I would never take that shit off. That's all I would wear. I'd replace, I'm not even wearing it, with a medal.
Yeah.
So he was feeling quite confident,
Now,
as he should.
Keelan, this is where the heartfelt discussion begins. Let's just tell the story from our perspective.
Well, why don't we say what our goal was here? Yeah. So our goal with this race, right? And I'm going to say race in quotation marks, right? It was actually a video. Would you agree? The goal was to create a great piece of funny, engaging content with an amazing athlete.
Where 4, say, not so good athletes race. Okay.
3. All right. Yeah. Well, 2.
One. Who are not
One.
swimmers, right? Race a swimmer who's actually competed at the top level at the Paralympics and won 2 golds.
Can I clarify? I competed at the top level in Victoria in 2014.
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
not the top level.
And you know what was one of my the hardest things I've ever had to hear was we were filming like a bit for the video, and this is kind of where the heartfelt discussion begins.
Yeah,
we were like before and you'll see this on our channel and stuff, right?
Yeah,
we were kind of filming like this back and forth,
bit of banter,
like, hey, what's your experience in swimming? You know, really talking him up, talking us down, right?
Yeah,
you know, Lewis going, oh, I graduated from Tadpole's swimming school when I was 6, and I was like, I haven't swum in 13 years. Gets around to Keelan, just earnestly starts bragging about local state champions.
I came 5th in state.
This bloke's just back. he literally went to Tokyo, mate.
Yeah.
He's standing there next to you like, I don't give a shit.
He's wearing the gold medal and you're like, yeah, I finished state
represented
many years ago.
Our country at the highest level, and Keelan's just like bragging about like, when I was 14 I did this.
Yeah.
Well, with the Victorian school sports, I made my relay team first 3 years in a row.
Okay. Bragging about junior sport, and this is coming from someone who's actually guilty of this in the past on the podcast, is one of the saddest things an adult can do.
Yeah.
And that's fine by me.
Both of
because
you guys,
if anything, it shows like a lack of progress as a human.
Yeah.
If you haven't kept up those things.
Absolutely. Both of you guys used to be good at your respective sports. I'm becoming great. Think about that. It's all downhill for you boys.
That's true.
It's only up for me.
You started off way behind though.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I started off going, what is a relay? So our goal, create funny, good video. Now, just before the race starts, it was Keelan first, and then Meg, and then me, and then you. Yeah. Now, just before...
You put the talent at the end to finish it off.
Absolutely. Just before the race starts, it becomes very apparent a misalignment in goals has happened somewhere along the line, because Luke's like, oh, let's do this. This will be funny. This will be great. I'm like, yep, keep up the energy. This is going to be such a great, funny video. Keelan is going, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I have to win. I have to beat this guy. He insisted that he raced first because that would be where Ben would be at his freshest. And they would both dive off at the same time. And Keelan's like, this is the ultimate test of my swimming ability.
Can I explain this whole scenario just from my perspective? Because I actually didn't really know this was happening until like two days ago. that's fine. You'll have a chance, but good luck. So this is how it came from my perspective. I found out about this like a couple of days ago. Like, by the way, on Friday we're going to this. We're going to the pool and racing this guy. I was like, oh sweet. And I think it's great that Keelan does such a great job producing this show. And I'm thinking to get great content for us.
So was I. That's what I was thinking.
As soon as we get to the pool, it becomes very apparent to me of what's actually going on. Is Keelan has reached out to a swimmer. Right, organised a time and a place, made himself first in the relays so he can get in both when they're fresh. And I don't want to spoil what happens, but we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching, I'm watching the race. Yeah. And they both dive in, and I think there's a bit of Ben going, all right, I've got 200 meters, so I'm gonna pace myself early. The ferocity in which you are just carving down that pool was crazy.
You can see, in the video, you can actually see him go, oh, I'm taking it easy. And then when I start, you can see his pace pick up. So he ended up, by the end of our 50, he was trying. Yeah. I'd like to defend myself. No, it's not a defense.
No, I'm still going.
I'd like to explain myself.
I'm still going.
Okay.
So Keelan touches the wall after the first leg. Meg shoots off to do her leg. We're in the lead at this point. And that's all we'll reveal for the rest of the race, right?
Yeah.
Watch the full video. So we're in the lead after the first leg.
Yeah.
And...
leg.
Don't.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That was unnecessary.
That was more disrespectful than my water.
Yeah. Sorry.
Allowing that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Keelan gets out of the pool. I've got another camera because again, we're filming a piece of content.
And what's Keelan's job on this show?
To film and record content, capture content.
Great. But what did Keelan actually do?
I go, all right, you film this. He's so tired. Like, this is like a joke race. He's so exhausted. First of all, he can't get out of the pool.
Yeah.
Like, he's like breathing, and then he eventually gets out of the pool. He's sitting on the side. I go, have you dried your hands? He goes, yeah. And I go, can you film? And
Back to work, champ.
I can't.
Yeah.
Hang on, I did film.
I
filmed.
I go grab the camera, and you just, I can't. I'm exhausted.
I needed a 10-second breather.
Yeah. Which Keelan's like, man, can you just give me a minute? I've just done the most important thing I've ever done in my life, and you want me to film your silly little video? I just smashed a disabled guy by a very narrow margin. Can I get a well done, please?
Okay, can I explain myself?
Yeah. Good luck, though.
Remember last year when we did the bowling episode with Ruben and he got unreasonably competitive? That's what happened to me today, and I saw it happen. I felt it happen. I went, fuck, I have to win. And I couldn't reasonably not think that. I couldn't make myself think any other way. I was like, I have to. And I couldn't control it.
I don't want to, like, again, spoil the bit for the viewers, but you have no idea how much I didn't give a fuck who won. It didn't matter because it was a win for everyone because it was a bit of fun.
Toxic 15-year-old Keelan came out. My years of competitive swimming came out all at once. Yeah. Fuck this guy, I'm going to win.
He was nothing but lovely to us and actually was an incredible athlete because after the race, man, we did it. Me and him raced.
Yeah, after the first race, all four of us only did 50. He did 200. He got out and he's like, yeah, sweet, that was a good warm-up. Yeah. All of us are fucked. So fucked. Keelan's having a heart attack. I'm like wheezing. I hurt my neck. Yeah. My neck still hurts. I pulled a neck muscle trying my hardest to beat this guy, right? He gets out and he's like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
Should we do another kilometre? So we set up another race.
I put my hand up because I felt like maybe I didn't go like, I didn't know what the go was. Like, I really thought we were all just having fun, honestly, until you jumped in. Yeah. And then Meg and I go, holy shit, like, this is real. Yeah. Like, Keelan is and then like...
I've never seen Keelan try harder at anything, which is very disappointing as an employer. Like, oh, this is what he's going to put. I'm going to put all my effort into this. Yeah, smashing a disabled guy in a race.
That's why I was so good at swimming a few years ago until I got an injury. Yeah. because all I could do is be overly competitive and toxic.
I think
I was such,
today really showed how toxic some sports can be.
Today when we're at breakfast with Ben, we're talking about how toxic some swimming is, and then I was like, yeah, man, toxic swimming sucks. And then on the way home on the car, I was like, oh, I was the toxic guy who was an asshole to anyone who wasn't as fast as me. Yes. And it wasn't until I got a bit older that I chilled out on that.
Yeah, like that's you always complain about how horrible and toxic swimming is, and I've gone, man, Keelan made a great move getting out of that sport. It even made me go, oh well, I probably won't join a team then if it's going to be like that. And now I find out that you are toxic.
This is why I think it's just so funny, because as such an outsider of swimming, like I can swim.
Yeah.
Right? Like I used to do it as a squad when I was like year 12.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, when I was 12, not year 12. And then as soon as I got a choice, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, right?
Yeah.
I think it's so funny that even when you two talk about swimming, like who's faster, I'm like, you are essentially arguing about who's like a better fish.
Yeah.
Like who's, like we're humans. We don't need to do that.
Mate, I promise you I'm going to be the world's fastest aquatic comedian.
I wonder who is.
I might be the only aquatic comedian.
Yeah, again.
So great. But look,
it's a niche.
At one point, they get ready to start, and Keelan just looks over at Ben and goes, "Do you actually think that you have a chance?" And then tried to push him in.
And we'll have to.
Yeah, we'll have to cut that out. Yeah, that was a bit much. Sorry, just one more toxic thing Keelan did.
Yeah.
No, we're assassinating his character now.
Oh, it's all true.
Yeah, but look.
It's all true.
Look, all we ask, I think...
He starts this off going, I'm going to defend myself, ends it with, it was 100% true.
Yeah. I'm just saying, as the team captain of the Pro Lap Swim team, disputed team captain.
Who appointed you that?
Well, me.
It was self-appointed.
Yeah.
I didn't question it because I don't care about swimming.
This team was my idea.
Yeah, so that's why you're the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the mascot, I actually have a couple of complaints because I am.
Well, you shouldn't complain, man. You should keep the energy up. You should be very pro the team.
This was a complaint about morale.
What is a mascot?
Well, me, I just hang out. I shouldn't be there, but I participate because I think the name's funny. It makes me giggle.
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
And this was one of my gripes for today. I'm as the mascot in charge of team energy and morale.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could have lose the part where there was a children's swimming lesson happening in the pool. It's like 50 kids learning how to swim right before our race.
Yeah.
Lewis suggests a team chant and 4 of us. And I'll admit I did participate, but I wasn't pro it.
Well, you have to participate. You're the mascot.
I know, but it was like 4 adults in the corner of a local swimming pool, just like, pro laps.
And at first it sounds fine because we're going pro laps, but as we got faster, it became pro laps.
There's lifeguards and parents staring at us, just going like, and we're often that guy.
Dude, at one point we get told that, like right before we're about to start, guys, you cannot film here. And then we got to pull out the best shit I've ever said in my life. Like, come on, he's an Olympian. Show some respect. And it fucking worked. She's like, what do you mean? You're like, look at his underwear. He's an Olympian. And she's like, oh, I'll go and talk to the manager. And then comes back and goes, yeah, all good. And then on the way out, they thanked us. Like, thank you so much for showing up, for blessing us with your presence.
One last thing, and then I'll move away. But so we were training. We were swimming in the 2 end lanes, and a woman got out of the lane we were in, and I go, "Sorry about taking up the lane. We're training for the Commonwealth Games." Yeah. And she believed us, but then she took a look at me and was like, "Good luck."
No. She didn't believe you.
She did believe me. Because I heard her talking to the woman next to her. She goes,
no, you know what? She believed Keelan when his head was popping out of the water. Then Keelan gets out of and then she, on the way out, goes, let me know if you need a coach. And then she just walked away.